Do you wish you could have the money to buy a house in 2022, but it just seems like a dream? Well, guess what? It's not a dream. Qualified buyers can now receive a grant for up to $7,500 to buy a house in Maryland. Hi, I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert in Carroll County and the surrounding areas in Maryland. In this episode of Real Estate Unlocked, I'm going to share some details about a great program that's not a loan. That's right. Qualified home buyers can get this money and never have to pay it back. If you think you don't make enough money, this video is especially for you. So keep watching. Now let's talk about the requirements. The first requirement is you must purchase a one-unit primary residence within a specific area. This means after you buy the house, you must live there and you can't rent any of it out. In Maryland, the grant can be used in Anne Arundel, Baltimore, Carroll, Harford, Howard, Queen Anne, Frederick, and Montgomery counties. It can also be used in Baltimore City. The second requirement relates to how much money you make, because there are limits on how much money you can make. To be eligible for this program in Baltimore, Howard, Carroll, Anne Arundel, and Baltimore counties, your yearly income must be less than $84,080. To use this program in Frederick, Prince George's, and Montgomery counties, your yearly income must be less than $102,240. Here's some other great things to know about this grant. It may be awarded for up to 3% of the home sales price or the home's appraised value, whichever is less, but it can't exceed a total of $7,500. Now, you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to use this, but if you are, it's okay. You'll just need to take a class in order to receive this grant money. The money can be used towards a down payment or your closing costs. The money must be used within 120 days of receiving grant approval. This gives you about 4 months to find and buy a house. Now, this part is super important. The grant can only be used with the loan program called Fannie Mae Home Ready Mortgage. Now, you're probably asking, what's the Fannie Mae Home Ready Mortgage? Well, I'm going to tell you. Many home buyers are surprised to learn there are a variety of different types of loan programs available to buy a house. Each loan has different requirements, so buyers tend to use that loan that best meets their needs. The Fannie Mae Home Ready is one type of loan program. So let's dig into it so you can see if it might just work for you. This loan is designed for home buyers who have good credit but lower incomes, which is great because let's face it, houses are expensive and everyone's income is different. You can borrow 97% of the purchase price, which means you need 3% for a down payment. That's where the grant we talked about comes in so handy. That grant can provide that 3% that's needed, so you don't have to worry about not being able to afford it or saving up for it. You can be a first-time buyer, but you don't have to be. A credit score of at least 620 is required for anyone who will be on the loan. The house you buy doesn't have to be located in a specific county or area. That only applies when the grant program is used along with this loan. There's an income requirement though for different areas. How can you find out what your income needs to be for a specific property? There's a pretty cool interactive map where you can search by address. Let's go to fanniemae.com/homeready and scroll down to the area median income lookup tool. Let's click Find Eligibility. It will take you to this map. You'll first see this disclaimer that advises you that lenders will ultimately determine your eligibility for a loan. Let's click OK. At the top, you can enter the address of a property you're interested in. For our purposes here, I'm going to type in 325 Main Street, which is located in Reisterstown, Maryland. In order to use the Home Ready Loan Program to buy this particular property, your income cannot exceed $84,080 a year, as shown right here on the map. You can do this same type of search for anywhere and see the income limits for this particular mortgage program. Ultimately, this program meets the needs of many of today's home buyers. If you're credit worthy and have lower income, you can still buy a house without having a lot of money saved up. Add that grant program and you can be given money that you never have to pay back to help you buy a house. If this sounds too good to be true, it's really not. It's very real. Do you need some more details? reach out to me and I'll point you in the right direction. Look for my contact information in the description box for this video. Call, text, email, or let's make it easy. Click on the link for my contact form.